Episode 4 really sees a different side to Liz, where she's actually becoming deeply concerned about the well-being of her daughter Sophie. And she's absolutely devastated when her worst nightmare is realised, and she's put in the slot, woken up, dragged down to the admissions, and there is Sophie being incarcerated. Liz's world is just completely ripped asunder, and that episode really then is about how does she try and make this young woman, her daughter, feel at home in this horrible, hostile environment.
Before we get to the big basketball scene where B gets shivved, there's a lot of tension between B and Frankie. And in the kerfuffle of a fight breaking out between the two teams, B goes down and it turns out that she's been shivved and everyone suspects Frankie.
Jodie shivs B because whilst Jodie is in isolation, Ferguson really psychologically and physically abuses her, and I think that Jodie's so terrified of Ferguson, but also kind of under her spell. I don't think it's as clear as Jodie being just afraid of Ferguson. I think she's just pretty much been traumatised and put under a spell, and she'll do whatever Ferguson wants, so when Ferguson tells her to shiv B, she's going to do it.
Halfway through episode 4, Liz and Soph go into the showers to take a shower, and they are fairly promptly met by Juicy Lucy and her gang of pretty frightening lesbian friends. They attempt to attack Sophie. Liz attempts to stop that from happening, and she's pretty quickly shoved in the corner and silenced. In comes Ninja Frankie and saves the day.
And lucky Frankie is a street fighting ninja of sorts who happens to be wielding a mop handle, and she takes Juicy Lucy and the gang down and sorts the day.
Which is a fantastic relief for Liz, but I think there's a moment at the end of that scene which is really interesting, because we witness Sophie connecting with Frankie and thinking, oh my God, what an amazing, who is this woman?
What's interesting about that, about Frankie saving the day, is that it's one of the few moments that Liz and Frankie have had together since Liz lagged. What it means for Frankie and Sophie is that Sophie develops this admiration for Frankie, and Frankie becomes a sort of hero for her.
The Red Right Hand is an extraordinary group of women who have decided to take the law into their own hands with the inspiration of B. Smith and her actions. I don't think Kaz sees herself as a hero at all. I think B is the hero because she is the one who has completely wiped out that threat. Not only herself, but other women that may have crossed his path.